Brought to you by YourQuote, an app that makes you write and perform.
Yeah, Soumya was great. I love you, Soumya. No, thanks. I love the act, yeah. It's really good, yeah. So, I'm in IIM, and I should ask the obvious question. How many of you have given a TED Talk here? You've given a TED Talk here? He's the only one. Good. I was expecting more numbers. It's strange that only one guy has given TED Talk. To me, like, everyone's giving TED Talk these days, right? Right? Everyone's famous, right? I don't get this part. And if you guys, most of you haven't given a TED Talk, it means that you guys had a great childhood. Yeah. You were in born poor. Yeah. You went to school probably. Yeah. That's why you were in best business school. Yeah. But I hope you weren't molested as well, right? If you were on a TED Talk. Yeah. But I was molested. I was molested thrice during my childhood by Vicky. Tennis ball. जोर से लगती है यार, बहुत जोर से लगती है. I should have worn an abdomen guard irrespective of any kind of red ball, right? Now I know why Sachin Tendulkar does this. Because he remembers the time he got hit. Okay, how many of you grew up in the 90s here? 90s kids? Nice. Like, it's a privilege to grow up in the 90s. That's how I consider. When I was a kid, I always consider myself as a smart kid, right? While growing up among my friends, because they wanted to be Superman, they wanted to be Spider-Man, but I wanted to be Hollow Man. How many of you watch Hollow Man here? As a child, we all had a dream. I don't know if you had. No. Cool. How many of you girls haven't watched Hollow Man? You shouldn't. No, don't watch it. No. It's better that way. Yeah. And as a man, I always consider myself as beautiful. That's because I've been using Santur soap for the past 6 months. Just for the reason that Santur is goddamn free for every goddamn thing my mom buys. ऐसे ही दे देते हैं यार. डीमार्ट के अंदर जाते ही दे देते हैं. पूछते भी नहीं चाहिए कि नहीं. But I'm a very fit guy as well. I ran 5 kilometers today morning at 5 a.m. without stopping. Thanks to my area street dogs. You guys live in IIM, so I don't know if there are any street dogs here. No? You have? So you are fit too. Yeah. How many of you have good friends here? Let's move on. How many of you have good friends here? Think twice. Cool. So this story is like, I went to my good friend's room recently. He lives in a small room. So I went to meet him. And as soon as I went into the room, this guy went to the bathroom to take bath. And I was left alone in his room. I was all like, whenever he goes into the bathroom, he doesn't come out for 1 hour. So I don't know what he does, but then he doesn't come out. So I was left alone in his room and I was bored. But I had his laptop in front of me. That's when this cheap feeling came inside me and said, let's check his laptop. Let's see what a good friend has, right? So I went and opened the laptop. I found a folder called Personal. And my cheapness grew exponentially, right? It's natural, yeah? I was about to see something good about my friend. So I went into the folder and found a folder in my girlfriend's name. Yeah, I was really angry. I went into the folder and it had pictures of only my girlfriend. The pictures when I am there, he has cropped me. And he has kept only my girlfriend's photos. So it was really disgusting. He was such a good friend of mine and he has done this to me. So he came out of the bathroom. I immediately started fighting with him. I asked him, why did you do this to me? I'm such a good friend of yours. How could you do this to me? He said, Kishore, you've been with your girlfriend for a year now, right? And next week is your anniversary. So I wanted to gift you a collage. There's one more folder in your name. Did you check? That's when the guilt struck me because I said, I was more concerned on the personal. Sorry, I cannot explain. That's when the guilt started hitting me. I was so guilty. I was so guilty that I took out my mobile, went into gallery and deleted all of his girlfriend's photos. Yeah. I'm a good friend of you. Yeah. You all have good friends, I know that. I was in Sydney for a while. Sydney was beautiful. Sydney trains were amazing. How many feel like Bangalore Metro here? Bangalore Metro? Yeah, it'll be there in the 2, 3, 4, 5 years, fully functioning. Yeah, but I love Sydney trains. Sydney trains were amazing. I was on a train once, and it sometimes get crowded. It was crowded. It was a crowded train, and I had my bag on. Since it was crowded, I decided to keep my bag down. There's this white lady in front of me. She turned towards me and she said, "Hey, mister, your bag's touching my legs." I was like, I told her, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm really sorry." And I looked at my bag and I said, Stop doing that, Mojo. Just stop doing that. This woman, she freaked out. She found a seat for herself to sit down, which I thought was the most logical thing she could have done. Because I was annoyed. Because it wasn't like me and my back planned it together. It wasn't like my back literally asked me, Master, can I touch your legs? No, Mojo. Just the legs, Master. Yeah, just the legs. Women are crazy sometimes, right? Sometimes. Take it. We are all human, yeah. I'll end you with this story. So for the time I was in Sydney, I had these two friends who were girls. I consider them as my friends. They saw me as their brother. Indian brother. That's okay. At least they were girls, so I was happy with that factor. So, and I wanted to make the most of the friendship. Like, we guys are always looking for chances. So I wanted to make the most of the friendship. So I asked them this one question. What is that you girls like in a guy? That one thing. What is that one thing you girls like in a guy? And they said, honesty. I said, wow, well, maybe there's something that I'm lacking. I wanted to try honesty brutally next time I'm trying on girls. So that's what I did. I went to a pub, there was a dance floor and there were girls dancing. I chose 5 or 6 girls and I decided to be honest. When you decide to be honest, things don't go well. And all the girls were taller than me. It didn't matter because I had honesty with me. Didn't matter at all. They were all beautiful as well. So I went up to them and I asked each one of them, would you dance with a guy who doesn't know how to dance? Would you dance with a guy who doesn't know how to dance? They all turned me down. I wanted to be turned on. They all turned me down. But and honesty was turned down. I was sad. I wanted to give up, but I didn't want to give up. There was one more girl sitting on a chair. She was alone. So I wanted to try one last time. I wanted to be brutally honest. I went up to her and I asked the same thing. Would you dance with me, even if I didn't know how to dance? She said yes. Honesty won. I pulled a chair and I sat down. She asked me, what are you doing? I said I was looking for a lap dance. I was brutally honest. She agreed. But I had to pay $80 for it though. She was a stripper, yeah. You have to choose your girls right, guys. I'll leave you on this one, yeah. Sorry. There's some time lost on that. I'll leave you on this line. I call myself a hypocrite, and I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, and I often fear, what if God gets to know that I don't believe in Him? He may be sad. He may even cry that I don't believe in Him. But you guys can have a laugh. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, guys.